Hello everyone and welcome back to Shot Clock, the show in which the world of sports are discussed and our panelists are given 24 seconds to make their point. I'm your host, Ryan Monahan. This week on the show, we have Brendan Jones, Jacob Nash, and BK. Today the boys will discuss the Pistons' 4-game winning streak, the Golden State Warriors and their clinch on becoming the first team to secure a spot in the playoffs, and who are the rising stars of this year's NFL Combine. The Pistons have been on a hot streak recently with 4 wins in a row. What does this mean for the Pistons? BJ, make your point.
Pistons have been on a 4-game winning streak, as Ryan said. I think they're making a playoff push this year. I think this is really their year. They're done with rebuilding. They're getting out of that, and they're getting a more solid team with Reggie Jackson, point guard, and then Andre Drummond really helping out as center. He's averaging 15 rebounds a game, and then Tobias Harris came from Orlando, and he's really helping us out.
Probably the best pickup they had.
Nash, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm going to agree, and I think that this end of the season push, they're going to try to make the playoffs. There's a good chance they won't make it far if they do make it into the playoffs because they're not really a postseason team, but
they have talent.
If it is a run, it'll be a short run, but I mean, they can be an upset team. Consistent production from Reggie Jackson, Andre Drummond, and like you said, Tobias Harris. He was a great pickup, and I think that, you know, like you said, the year rebuilding over, and it can only get better from here.
BK, what have you got?
Well, I think the Pistons are playing very well for a team that's young like they are. They're all not veterans, so they're all learning how to play together with a new style. They're the only team that can come together and beat the Warriors and Cavs. No other team can find a way to beat them.
We don't have one star. We have
it's just multiple
players just bonding together.
And Tobias Harris was a great fit for the offense and defensive scheme. He knows how to put the ball in the basket. He plays good defense. He doesn't slack off. And I think he was the best pickup.
The Golden State Warriors have become the first team to clinch a spot in this year's playoffs, with only 5 losses this season. What does this say about their team? BJ, what do you got?
Well, they're the quickest to clinch their playoff spot in NBA history. I really think they're going to take the Bulls' record, but Stephen Curry, well, we all know he's absolutely amazing. I'll just leave it there. He's averaging like 30 points. But although the Pistons did beat the Warriors, so I think Pistons might have a little bit of chance.
53-5.
Yeah, 53
and 5.
Pistons still might have a chance.
You can't match up to that.
It doesn't matter.
Nash, the 24 seconds are yours.
The Warriors are the best team the NBA has seen in a very long time. It seems that even though that they've clinched their playoff berth, the win streak is not going to end, and they're just going to keep on just mowing through the season. Stephen Curry, Klay Thompson, they're the Splash Bros. You can't stop them. You can't guard them. If you guard one, the other one's going to pop. And it's a recipe for success, their whole team. You know, it's just, you can't guard them.
Basically,
you can't
which
guard
one
anyone.
you don't want to score.
Exactly. And
guard.
what can you do when they're just going to be winning games like that? It's just, it looks too easy.
BK, make your point.
They are young, and the offense continues to produce every game. Their team is scoring at least 100 every game. They're just unstoppable.
Pistons kept them under 100?
Yeah, 95.
Well, they run the offense through Curry, and every team knows that they're going to run the offense through Curry, and they still can't manage to stop it because he's deadly once he passes half court.
And most of the time, if they're up by a ton, Steph Curry doesn't even step foot on the court in the fourth quarter.
Still scored 30 points.
With the 2016 NFL Combine underway and a huge list of rising players, who do you think will come out the best? Brendan, make your point.
I think Ohio State's wide receiver Braxton Miller, he really made a good transition from quarterback to wide receiver, and that's not the easiest thing to do.
No, not at all.
His 40-yard dash was 4.5 seconds, which is pretty good.
Pretty quick.
Especially considering he was just a quarterback and switched. His bench press got up to 17 reps, which is still pretty decent.
Most quarterbacks don't even bench.
Yeah, he got tied for 4th in bench press. You know, I think he's just a great all-around player.
Any team would be lucky to have him.
Jacob, make your final point.
I think that Cardell Jones really surprised everyone. His 40-yard dash, he came in at a 4.81, which, I mean, it was 10th. It wasn't that impressive.
Yeah.
But his vertical jump, he was tied first with 36 inches. And
it's a leap.
It's a leap. And being a quarterback, you don't need to have the quickest 40.
Okay,
he might not go.
He's not
early
physically
in the first round.
fit really either. He's kind of big.
Yeah,
but
he is.
I mean, just the way that I'm looking at it, Cardell will be a great quarterback.
BK, the final 24 seconds are yours.
I'm going with the #1 prospect in the draft, Joey Bosa.
Yeah.
This man is insane.
He's good.
He won the Big Ten Defensive Player of the Year, and his 40-yard dash was a 4.8.
His numbers weren't that impressive.
They're not
there.
that impressive, but for a big man like that,
When he steps on the field, he plays
yeah,
well.
when he steps on the field, I could see him being
He's a game changer.
the next Clay Matthews, but taking it up a level from that. Because we
Yeah.
all know all white
He's a
guys
big
with
dude.
long hair on defense are good.
Time.
That's all it takes.
All right, thank you everybody for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. Be sure to watch all the other videos here on the Lanphier TV page, and be sure to follow us on Twitter at Lanphier TV. For everyone here in the Shot Clock studio, I'm Ryan Monahan.